Good morning, students. This is my third video for History of English Literature, 19th century. Today my topic is Naughty 90s of 19th century. As you know very well that naughty means notorious. But this particular word naughty is very, very important in the 19th century. These naughty 90s, they have played very vital role in the history of English literature. Why is it so? Because it was an era of revolt against the so-called Victorianism. According to Compton Rickett, the revolt of 90s had three aspects. First, it reiterated the revolutionary call of the French Revolution and its principle of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Secondly, the writers of naughty 1919s were worshippers of power rather than beauty. Third aspect is they challenged the older values of both art and life. Most of the writers of the decade followed a liberal sexual code in their works. Towards the religion, their attitude is indifference. This all created moral chaos and gave birth to confusion and social unrest. So, there was an inner conflict between various schools of this decade. English literature of the last decade of the 19th century found its expression in naughty as it was characterized by a revolt against the time honored tendencies of the earlier decade of Queen Victoria reign. The Victorian era in England had been one of the unparalleled expansion of industry, trade and wealth. The authors of this movement challenged the older value of art and life, and the first casualty was Victorian compromise. Secondly, Victorian literature, which was only seen as a literature of moral and purpose, was challenged by this movement. The Victorian conflict between faith and science, which had disturbed sensitive souls like Matthew Arnold, and was resolved. At many points, these revolutionary tendencies crises crossed each other and they affected different men of letters in different ways. Students, here are some points which I have mentioned here about naughty 90s. The 90s were a period of intense literary activity. Poetry and novel flourished well. The period also witnessed a revival of the drama. The aesthetic movement became fashionable in the universities. The pessimistic poets of the 90s include Thomas Hardy, John Davidson, Ernest Dowson, and A.G. Housman. These poets carried forward the pessimistic strains of the school of Arnold and Dove. The English novel during this period was predominantly romantic in tone but realistic in subject. Many novelists like Moody and Lowell, Conrad Stevenson impart the spirit of romance to novel. As far as drama or plays are concerned, seems to be dead since the late 18th century. In 19th century, they were revived and popularized the problem play. The aesthetic movement that came into being during naughty 90s considered creation as the only religion of artists. Oscar Wilde was the best and the most memorable writer of the aesthetic group. He wrote poems, novels, dramas, and essays. The last years of the 19th century witnessed automatic revival. The naughty 19th was not just a period of transition in the history of England, it was an end of Victorian compromise. It was the age of scientific development. It has given importance to value, authenticity, and a price of commercial imperialism which has not become almost a part of modern world. So, as I have told you about the naughty 19th means there are some novelists, some poets, some dramatists. They stood for order, decorum, and decency. But those who belong to the last decade of the century sharply assailed them. At last, I would like to conclude my lecture that the naughty 90s was not just a period of transition of literary history of England, it was an end to the Victorian compromise, which ultimately paved the way for the unprecedented scientific development in the next century. Pater and Oscar Wilde were the promoters of the slogan "Art for Art's sake," which was too often heard in the 90s. Pater was the chief spokesman of the school of aesthetic criticism, which exalts beauty at the cost of everything else, including, of course, the content. Pater had a special praise for exquisite craftsmanship and his own style, which is extraordinary finished. At last, I want to tell you here the slogan which Oscar Wilde has given, "Art for art's sake," is, is very famous in the period of naughty 90s. Thank you.